I am not ashamed in wearing this at all. Hey guys, it's Erica and I'm back, motivated by this show, Fanboy and Chum. Now haters, if you're watching this, I suggest that you click out of here because this is the only topic that we're going to be talking about, and if you don't like that, just leave. The fans are still here? Sweet. If you're not in this fandom and you don't know what this show is about, this show is about two boys wearing superhero costumes with underwear on the outside, having all these crazy adventures. There was just something about this show that motivated me to come back to YouTube for some reason, and it brings out my energy, which is why I'm talking a little bit louder than I should have been these whole videos. Now thanks to this show, I'm talking a bit more louder, and I hope that you guys stick around for that. Anyways, we're just gonna be talking about this show overall. Okay, let's just start from the beginning. When this show first came out, I was 9 years old when I saw the first promo. I don't know why, but I had my thoughts about this show, but after a few episodes, I realized that I actually did like it. The first episode I saw was Dollar Day, which was about the boys finally having a dollar of their own and they're wanting to buy their favorite drink. But instead, Chum decided to spend it on a video game. And now they were trying to figure out the whole episode on how to get another dollar. And that was the episode, since it was the first one I saw, that's the one that really stuck with me. Because every time I watch it, I think of little 9-10-year-old me watching it in my old house, sitting in my parents' bed, enjoying it. And maybe a few episodes later, back in the day, I realized I had a crush on Fanboy. What are you looking at? I ain't the only one. I wasn't the only one, I bet. Anyways, let's not talk about that, because people are gonna question. There are many things that I liked about this show, back then and now. Believe it or not, the fart jokes and the gross out humor actually got me. Like, some of you guys may not like it, but I thought it was hilarious. The fart clouds.
If you think his heart's funny, you should hear his butt. What timing?
Like, those are absolutely freaking hilarious. I'm just gonna torture y'all with this one clip.
Oh no, what are you doing?
Ooh, corn. Did you want to use this?
Nasty. But it is funny. Pretty much everything about this show, like, really got me. And somehow, my 9-year-old self did not, like, absolutely freak over this show. When they're doing, like, those up next, it's this cartoon, and when Fanboy and Chum showed up, I was like, oh, sweet, cool, I can't wait to see it. But if my 19-year-old self was there, I would have been like, oh my god, yes. So yeah, my younger self was not that fangirly, but I still loved it. My younger self still loved it, just not as much as now. And over the years, I stopped having cable in the house, so that stopped me from continuing on with the show. So I couldn't really find a way to watch it again. Most of the time, I just go to nick.com just to look at a couple of clips from the show and play some of the games. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I brought my obsession with the show to school. Like, I put them in my big projects, I put them in my stories that I wrote. Pretty much, I brought everything into everything that I do, if that makes sense. I even still go to the Nickelodeon website to watch the same clips over and over, especially the clip where Fanboy got attacked by a bear in Prankmaster. I laugh every single time he screams. Speaking of his screams, I'm gonna be doing a compilation of that, so be on the lookout. Now, I've had my binge watching moments with this show sometimes in the past years, but I still hesitated to watch the rest of season 1 and all of season 2, because the first part of season 1, that's what I mostly watch. But now, I had given it a chance, and mother of mercy, I've missed out on a lot. Oh boy. Here comes one thing. This show has really made me fall in love with David Hornsby. His voice is so cute. He is so cute overall. Ever since I discovered what he looked like, which was this year obviously, I've been watching all the episodes that he was in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and he plays cricket. The absolute crackhead. He was quite the looker before he lost his mind. Goodness dear, why did you have to ruin his life? Oh my gosh. He even did Fanboy's war cry in this episode. Like what? I was absolutely losing it when I first heard that. That's his thing. That's Fanboy's thing. His freaking war cry. I really wanted to see more behind the scenes of the show with the main actors, but we never got that. Pretty much all the voice actors are freaking amazing at their characters. And you may not have noticed, but I absolutely associate with Fanboy a lot. For instance, I sometimes scream like he does. Second, I'm just as weird as him. Third, sometimes I talk in a deep voice like he does. Sometimes I have that tone in my voice, the same that he does. Most of the time whenever he speaks, I have that tone in my voice. Like what the heck? Another thing, I'm almost as stupid as he is. But I'm a bit more smarter than he is. And pretty much a lot of other things that I associate with him. I kin him. I can't believe I just said that right here. But it's the truth. Overall, this show has really changed me. This fandom may have its ups and downs, but I love it. And I don't think I'm leaving anytime soon. Probably these videos are mostly gonna be about this show. I don't mind everything about this show. The animation, the acting, the plots, the music. For some reason, the music always slaps. I never say that word, but now that I said that, it's absolutely insane. Just as insane as the boys are. The theme song is absolutely crazy, but hey, that's kind of what it is. Amazing, totally crazy. And now that I have a bigger TV, it looks way better. Don't worry, I'm gonna be doing a room tour soon. I have made some really awesome friends in this fandom. They're freaking sweet, they're funny, every positive word I can think of. I love you if you're watching this. And yeah, I'm not lying when I say this shirt really does bring out my crazy. I even jump a lot more around the house when I'm wearing this. I know I've been moving like a cartoon sometimes, always, but mostly because of this. So yeah, this is another fandom that is part of my fangirl list. And who knows, if YouTube copyright doesn't mess this up, I could be reacting to Glitch Tech Season 2. And if you don't know that show, it's pretty much about these two characters fighting video game monsters from this H console. I kind of forgot, Hinoba or something like that, I guess. Some of this stuff doesn't stick with me. But yeah, that show is great. So yeah, I may be reacting to the episodes because the creator said that he might put them as cameos. Teenagers unmasked in this show. So I am freaking excited about that. I really want to know what they look like unmasked. Because in one episode in season 2, they unmasked themselves, but they showed the back of their heads, which really disappointed me. But now we know that Fanboy has a freaking initial FB on his head. That is the biggest thing that I missed out. I love these goofballs so much. If I ever meet the cast, I will lose my crap. I won't cry, because that's a little bit too obsessive. If I do, I'm gonna hate myself. But yeah, I will be absolutely excited if I ever meet them, especially David. Anyways, that's pretty much all I can say that I can think of this show for some reason. If I was doing this by an Instagram post, I have a lot more to say about the show, but that's all I can think of for this show. This wasn't even that planned. I just pressed record and went for it. All I can think of. So now that I'm back, there's gonna be a few changes. I'm not even sure if the vlogs are gonna be coming back because those have been flopping way too hard. If this video gets more views than it should, I'd be absolutely surprised. Well, that's the end of it. If you liked this, like it. If you haven't already subscribed, do it. And don't forget to hit that bell if you want to be notified for when the next time I post. Because I swear, I don't even know if this is a promise, but I swear I'm gonna be posting as much as I can I'm not gonna be off for another 8 months, maybe more. Trust me, I'm actually back this time. I have a lot more to say. This show has motivated me to come back, so the next few videos are probably gonna be about the same thing. Deal with it. So, see you in the next one. Bye. Holy crap, I forgot to say this one thing that happened recently, this year. But this is still about David, so watch out. So, as you may or may not know, he is recently in this show called Mythic Quest, along with some of the cast members from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I haven't seen the show yet, but I've seen a few snippets, and it does seem like a good show. And so weeks or months ago, he posted on his Instagram story that he was gonna be live on Twitch with the cast of Mythic Quest playing Brawlhalla, I think that's what the game is. I never said anything in the live chat. Other people were asking about the show, but he never noticed because he was playing the game. But after a while, after like an hour or so in the stream, towards the ending, the creator, writer, editor of Mythic Quest was reading one of the comments saying that Ashley, one of the cast members of Mythic Quest, was one of the best voice actors of all time. And of course she said, "Oh my god, thank you, that's so nice." And what David said made me scream.
So Who's Your Daddy says Ashley is the best voice actor of all time.
Oh my god, that's so nice.
Aw.
Thank you.
Someone's not familiar with my work on Fanboy and Chum, or
Clearly.
Like what? My parents were in the house. I was screaming my head off when he said that. I was waiting for something 2 hours or less. I was waiting for something to be mentioned about the show, and it happened. The fact that he mentioned his work on the show means that he still cares for that. Like, what if he's still up for making season 3? I really hope season 3 comes soon, because there are still questions that haven't been answered from the past 2 seasons. There really has to be more behind the scenes of this show, because we only had like behind the scenes stuff with Josh Duhamel, the voice of Oz, and Jamie Kennedy, voice of Kyle, and some behind the scenes stuff. And of course that was cool to see, but I would have wanted to see more stuff with David and Nika. Nika Futterman is the voice of Chum Chum. She is absolutely great too. Okay, yeah, that's the last thing that I wanted to mention. I don't know how I forgot that, but it happened. Okay, bye.